Hey, welcome back. I'm Jake with Broadway Home Medical, and today we're going to be going over the Jazzy Ultralight from Pride Mobility. So stay tuned. So the Jazzy Ultralight is Pride's newest offering in their lightweight folding power chair lineup. It's a brand new power chair, just hit the market about a week ago. We're very excited to go over this. We do have an unboxing video. We'll drop a link in the description if you want to watch that. Before we get started though, I'm going to go over some key specs. We'll put them up on the screen for you to view as well, but this thing has a 300-pound weight capacity. It's got a top speed of about 3.69 miles per hour. Total weight when folded, if you remove the battery, is just 33 pounds. It is FAA approved, has a max range of up to 16 miles, and a 33-inch turning radius. So after that, let's get into the operation of the chair. So if you want to come a little closer, this is driven using a joystick. Pretty similar joystick. This is actually the same one that comes on the Go chair. Turn it on, we're going to hit our power button here. We've got our battery display. It has a little horn button here, so you can kind of alert people that you're coming. To change your top speed, you just have these plus and minus buttons here. As you can see right now, we're at the very bottom light, so that's our lowest speed setting. You just hit the little plus button to turn it up, or the minus button to slow it back down. To move the chair, just move the joystick in the direction you want the chair to move. So it's very, very user-friendly. Power it off, just hit the power button. This does have flip up arms. There's a little red button here on the side that we can push that you can flip the arm up on. And then our charging port is located right underneath the joystick here. This does have a quick disconnect for the joystick too. So to remove the joystick, you basically just loosen this little thumb screw, and then we're going to push down on this yellow tab to disconnect, and then your joystick comes right out. Makes it very easy to store if you're traveling, so you don't have to worry about this getting damaged. This is one of the more expensive pieces on your chair, so you're going to want to make sure you do your best to keep that protected. On the side here, you're going to notice on the front wheel, we do have a couple of small shocks that allow for some better suspension, a little smoother travel. This is a carbon fiber frame, so that's what allows it to be extremely lightweight. The rear wheels here you're going to see are perforated, which is a really nice feature that Pride's putting on some of their power chairs and scooters lately. This gives a much smoother ride than just complete solid tires, allows that rubber to flex a little bit. If you want to swing around to the back of the chair here, we got our motors right here, and then we have our freewheel levers. So if you need to push the chair for some reason, you're going to want to make sure and pop those down. That releases the brake so you can roll it. Just make sure you get it locked back up so you can drive it. I'm going to turn the chair back on here real quick so we can see the rear here. So this chair is actually one of the first I've seen with this. It's got a really cool light pattern here. So when you're driving the chair, you've got some tail lights, and then the Pride logo here actually lights up too, which I think is really slick. We've got our anti-tip wheels on the back here. On the back, this is kind of a mesh sling back. If you want to get a shot of that here. Definitely, a little forgiving and makes that back really comfortable, but also keeps it really lightweight. On the top of the back here, we have an attendant handle. So if you ever needed to push somebody in the chair, just pop those motors out of gear, and then you've got a nice little handle here you can use to push the chair. On the left-hand side, pretty much just like the right. Nice thing about this chair is it does come standard with the cup holder. That's something we got asked a lot about with its predecessor, the Jazzy Carbon. And you can buy a cup holder for the Carbon. This one does come standard with it. We've got a nice padded cushion here. It's probably about a 2-inch cushion. It's got some nice contouring to it. You're going to notice on the seat of the chair how it's kind of sloped towards the front, or tapered towards the front, I should say. That's a nice touch. Kind of helps relieve the pressure off the back of your legs. Makes this a lot more comfortable if you're going to be sitting in it for extended periods of time. You can sit on this without the cushion. It's got the same sort of sling seat that the back has, and we've tried it out. It's not terribly uncomfortable. Actually, some of our employees who have tried it out prefer this versus the cushion. One of the things that some of our employees have noted is there's no Velcro on the cushion to keep it in place. So if you put it down on here, first impression is that it's going to kind of move around and slide on you. But I tell you, once you put it in place and then you put weight on it, it does not move. That's a nice feature. Makes it to where you can remove this easily and not have to worry about Velcro getting all dirty and gummed up with you know, dust and dirt and cat hair and whatever else is floating around. So it does also come with a safety belt. And then on the front of the chair, underneath the frame, we have our battery. So to release the battery, there's this red lever here. You pull down on that, battery slides out, and then you can actually check your battery charge on the battery just by pushing that button down. And then you can charge directly on the battery too. There's also an on-off switch on your battery, so if you're going to store this for an extended period of time, we recommend turning that off. Helps maintain the battery. And then sliding the battery back in. We've got these two little channels on the side here, and then there's these two little cutaways on the battery. Just going to slide that back in and pop it in place. Footrest here has a little bit of traction on it, which is nice, helps keep your feet from sliding off of it. And then I really like how they designed this, how it kind of tucks away up underneath the frame of the chair. All right, so next we'll go over how to fold the chair. First thing you want to do is, if you're using the cushion, we're going to want to remove that. And if you want to swing around to the back here, so there's a little red lever here. We're just going to push down on that and then push down on the top of the back, and it folds. And I'm not sure if the camera caught that, but it makes a little click noise to let you know you've got it locked in place. And then with those rear anti-tip wheels, you can actually stand this thing upright. Makes it nice to store it out of the way. And if we remove the battery, we're talking only 33 pounds to lift and load this thing, so it's very manageable. With the battery, I think you're like 38 pounds, 39 pounds, somewhere in that range. So unfolding the chair, we're going to tilt this forward and then lay it back down. And on the side, if you want to swing around over here, there's going to be a little tab here with the word push on it. We're going to push down on that and then just lift up on the back, and it unfolds and locks in place. So really very user-friendly, very lightweight. Really excited to have this chair on the market. So as far as, you know, functionality of the chair, how to operate the chair, that just about covers everything. So stay tuned. We're going to take it for a little test drive. We're going to hit inside our store, take it out in the parking lot, and then we'll give you our final thoughts. Hey, welcome back. So we're getting ready to take this for a test drive through our store. Go ahead and sit down here and give you my first impressions on the comfort of the chair. So for reference, I'm about 6 foot tall, roughly 200 pounds. This chair actually fits me very well. I have tried this with the cushion and without. I do prefer the cushion. For one, I think it's a little more comfortable. Also, being a little bit taller, on the taller side, it does set me up a little bit higher. So I don't feel like my knees are up in my chin or something while I'm sitting on this thing. So we're going to power it on here. I'm going to put it back the third notch up, which is about middle speed setting. And we're going to see how it does navigating through our store. So I will say we did talk about this joystick because it's the same one that's on the Go chair. I really like it. It's got a little bit of a different knob on it that I think is a little easier to navigate and grip. And on this chair, it's working just fine, and the chair does operate very well. as far as turning radius goes, if you're in an aisle somewhere and you missed the product you're looking for, this does turn very sharp, so you can just turn around in the middle of an aisle and go back and grab that item you might have missed. As far as like navigating through here, I mean, if you were to take this out shopping in a real world environment, I mean, I don't think you'd have any problems with that at all. Like anything with an electric motor, they get up to top speed fairly quick. And to kind of test that turning radius again, I mean, it does just spin in a circle. So I mean, very easy to navigate. Would work really good if you're taking it out and about, going shopping, that sort of a thing. And then being as lightweight as it is, I mean, this is a really good one to look at if you're needing something you can use for traveling. So, all right, so next we're going to take this outside and do a little test drive in the parking lot and stuff. As you can see, we got our Christmas decorations up, so it's a little cold. Probably going to wait till the afternoon, but stay tuned and we'll be back and then give you our final thoughts. All right, welcome back. We're going to go ahead and give this a outdoor test here. So start by turning it on and sit down in here. All right, we'll go ahead and bump our speed up to the max here, and we'll see how this thing does out in the parking lot. All right. Okay. So, just going over this part of the asphalt, it's pretty smooth. We'll see how it does on the transition here. Yeah, really didn't feel that at all. So we're going to whip back around and kind of see how it does driving over the cracks in the sidewalk. Yeah, I mean, with those perforated tires and the low front suspension, really, I mean, it's a very smooth ride. Very comfortable. I'm gonna come across here and then check and see how it does in some light grass. This isn't really designed for the grass, so I wouldn't recommend getting too crazy with it, but we'll see how it does here. So yeah, actually handling it pretty good. So you can definitely feel the unevenness, but it's not uncomfortable. It doesn't feel unsafe. So we're gonna kind of whip back around here and head back over here and give you guys our final thoughts. So. See how we do going over this little transition. So, yeah, really very capable chair. No problem handling any of that at all. So, yeah. So, just for reference again here, just very tight turning radius. Basically pulling a 360 just in the same spot there. So very capable chair. All right, so final thoughts. The Jazzy Ultralight, very excited for this chair. Coming in at just 33 pounds, very comfortable, very smooth ride. If you're looking for something to travel with, something that's FAA approved, you can take this on planes, trains, cruise ships. This is definitely worth looking at. I think customers are really going to love it. If you get one, definitely would appreciate some feedback. So as always, we appreciate you watching. We hope you learned something. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content. I'm Jake with Broadway Home Medical, and we'll catch you next time.